Is it time to quit? Is it time to give up? Folks, this is my weekly goals update video. As you are about to see, we sold 0 courses this week. We had a pretty significant collapse in YouTube income. And folks, a lot of folks are going to look at these numbers and say, why the heck do you do what you do? Well, folks, the answer is not the money. It's the impact. And I actually think this week, while the numbers are horrible, I think it was a very big week for me personally. Let me tell you why, and then we will get into the disaster of a spreadsheet. This week, I went to my second conference, Think Media Grow with Video. And as you have heard me talk about, one of my greatest strengths slash weakness is my ability to do the work and frankly, do it alone. I now look at that strength, which I have celebrated thousands of times, and realize it is also a weakness. You don't have to do it alone. And again, I am not saying you have to pay for coaching. I want you to hear this. All you have to do is find 3 or 4 other people at a like stage and get together, hold each other accountable, and learn and support each other. Folks, you don't be like me. Don't be like me. It is a lonely existence. Yes, I am broken. Yes, I made it work. Yes, I'm successful. But I'm here to tell you it took too long. It was not a lot of fun. And I don't think it's repeatable by most people. Would most people create 1,000 videos before monetization? Would most people look at their buy box for 3 freaking years? I think you and I know the answer to that. And I have to tell you, going to this event at Think Media, Sean Cannell, was potentially, no, strike that. It was life-changing, at least for me. It showed me the power of a community. It showed me the power of getting around other creators who are trying to change the world. More on that in a minute because there were a couple of presentations that really hit, but I want to talk about those when we are in the spreadsheet, folks. Again, if you take anything from this, the numbers look horrible, disastrous, but still I count this week as a win. Let's get into it. Alrighty, folks, again, this is something that I deem very important. If you want to go accomplish great things, set a set of activities and get after it, track your performance, set a goal, and report. Be honest. And again, this is not a pretty spreadsheet. Alrighty, folks, we are at week 17. And as you can see, we did not hit our step goals or didn't run enough miles. We were at events, and it's tough to do that. Yes, I could have got up early. Yes, I could have stayed up late. I didn't do it. Again, I was focused on the events and getting better. So yes, missed the step goal, only ran once, should have run a second time. I could have found time. I didn't. Weight goal, I did drop a pound. Cool. A lot of walking, I guess, inside casinos, not a lot of eating. I did have some conversations around my buy box in Vegas, so that is getting better. We have another show scheduled, I think next week or maybe the week after. Again, that will be a lot of fun. We are still sending out golden tickets. We will send out and highlight one more this afternoon or this morning when we do the daily financial news. Did send out quite a few black cards. So again, folks, these are just cards for me to recognize you. It's a way for me, the kind of master of ceremonies of one rental at a time to connect with you, to congratulate you doing the work. So if I've helped you in any way, and you want to get a card, a golden ticket would be for your first deal. A black card would be for any deal after your first one. And yes, you can get multiple, and many people have. Just let me know. I'm an easy grader. You get permitted to add an ADU card. You buy your first home card. You buy some land card. I am an easy grader. I want to recognize you for doing the work. So please just reach out. Easiest way is to DM me on Instagram, direct message me on Instagram, or send me an email off my website, one rental at a time. Again, folks, we did go to one conference. I want to talk about 2 presentations specifically. Actually, I'll hit all 3. There were kind of 3 amazing speakers. And the first one I want to shout out is someone that is new to me, someone that I had not met before, Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn, Deep Pocket Monster, Pokemon focused channel, and author of Superfans. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description below. I'm already about 70 pages into this book. It is amazing. And again, folks, I don't know if you know this, but I'll also put an Audible link. If you go to Audible, I believe, if you don't have it already, you can get this book, or frankly, my book, One Rental at a Time, or better yet, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, for free. Yes, you could get either of my books and actually listen to Dion narrate them, folks. I don't know if you know that. I'll put the links below. But if you do get Audible and you don't have it yet, you can get a free book and listen to Dion read them to you, narrate them, which I think is an amazing gift. So I'll put the links below. But yeah, shout out Pat Flynn. I had not heard of him. Shame on me. He is a bundle of positive energy. He is passionate. He tells stories. I would suggest, if you have some time, do a quick YouTube search of Pat Flynn. There are two N's on that, Flynn, Pat Flynn. So look him up. Great presentation, a lot of fun. Next up, we had the one and only Cody Sanchez. Cody Sanchez is in the house. And the best thing I can say about Cody Sanchez, and I mean this as a huge compliment, she is the same person online as she is in person. She is not made for TV. She is who she is. She's driven. She's intelligent. She doesn't hold back. Because I had a platinum ticket, not only did we see the main presentation, but we were lucky enough to have lunch and have another private questions with just a handful of folks. And she took all comers. I remember she took a question that was from a young lady that basically went something like this. Hey, how do you handle being a female in a male dominated world, or, a private banking? And Cody basically said, do I have permission to be honest? And then she went on this just passionate rant about, hey, it's not about our parts. It's about what you do. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Stop having that mindset. Just get after it. And again, Cody is exactly who she says she is online, in person. And frankly, I've met a lot of people in my time. To know that somebody online is the same person, same way in person, is probably one of the hugest compliments I could give them. And now for the final one, the best keynote presentation I have ever seen. I've been to a lot of conferences in sales and software and partnership, and just hundreds sitting in the audience. And this one is from an unexpected person. It's somebody we've talked about on this channel a bunch, and his name's Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey gave the best keynote presentation I have ever seen. And the reason I find this interesting is because if you've watched this channel, you know that I fully support Dave. I think he's helped more people get out of a financial bind than any other human on the planet. But we disagree on some of his real estate advice. So when I heard Dave Ramsey was going to be presenting, I could have had this gruff, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's anti-real estate. I could have come in closed-minded, and I wasn't. I was open-minded. And there were really two things that really stood out to me about Dave Ramsey that I hope hits home with you as much as it hit home with me. The first one, Dave Ramsey has been creating content since the 80s. He has true longevity. Think about all the things that have changed since the 80s. And the biggest thing for Dave, and he said it on stage, is he stayed on message. And he said it loud. He said he is not taking a poll from the trolls under the bridge. He is on mission. He is on task. And hey, if you don't like his mission, go somewhere else. He knows what he is doing. He is comfortable in his old skin, and you are not going to change him. He is going to stay on message. How many of you have gone down some route and let the trolls under the bridge change you? Stay on message. And then the most powerful quote, statement, message I've ever heard, and I hope you hear it the same way. Dave Ramsey is on stage talking about all the things that they have tried, and this line hit me. He said, Folks, 90, 90% of the things that we tried failed. And failed miserably, spectacularly, lost money. 90%. What people know us for is the other 10%. Think about that, folks. He's been doing this since the 80s. 90% of the things he tried failed. He is known for the other 10%. So, folks, don't beat yourself up because you tried something that didn't work. Stay on message. Get up, try again. You're not a snowflake. You won't melt away. It is okay to get knocked down. It is not okay to stay down. So again, Dave Ramsey, thank you. Sean, Think Media team, thank you. Thank you for introducing me to Pat Flynn. Again, link below, and don't forget to go to Audible and get Dion narrating one rental at a time. All right. So again, this is why you got to go to conferences, why you got to get in other rooms. So again, let's keep going forward. So what happened with ORAT views? Again, we did not produce as much content, but I gave away a lot of free stuff. We gave away a 3-hour masterclass about stocks. We gave you the uneducated economist in Vegas. We gave you Derek, that ADU guy, and we gave you a lot more stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Views were up very, very slightly on the main channel, although subs were way, way down. Income way, way down. So again, the main channel did not have a good week, but again, we just keep swinging. The daily financial news had a pretty spectacular week. It was up over 100%. We did get another 48 subscribers, so thank you for that. We almost doubled our income, went to $44 instead of $22. Best of ORAT, it too had a good week, almost doubling views. We did double subs, and the income was up, I don't know, let's call it 90%. So again, the smaller channels are growing. If you don't know what those channels are, here is the basic story. One rental at a time, my main channel. I create way too much content. You and I both know that I create too much content. You and I both know the YouTube algorithm hates me. Hates me, hates me, hates me. I put out a video every 3 to 5 hours. YouTube's algorithm doesn't kick in until like 8 or 9 hours. So I'm an idiot. I'm a moron, but I'm not stopping. What I did do when all these coaches and experts said, slow down, stop doing it, I said, you know what? I hear you. I am going to create 2 other channels so that they can grow on their own. The Daily Financial News Show, what is it? It's the channel where we publish the daily financial news. My team goes in, they add a couple of things in the opening, bingo, bango, it's on its way. It's not live. My main channel, live. The new channel, it's updated, it's edited, and it goes out usually in the evenings. Then the Best of ORAT. The Best of ORAT channel is something where we go back to the past week, and we find the videos that performed well on the main channel, and we put them here. Folks, it would not shock me. It would not shock me because of the content flow on the smaller channels that at some time in the future, they are bigger than the main channel. My main channel is not meant to be for the YouTube algorithm. These 2 smaller channels are. The last thing I will say is if you want the latest and greatest right when it comes out, it will always, always, always go to the main channel. The smaller channels, no original content. Yes, they have some edits and it's a little cleaner and the team does that, but the message has already gone out on the main channel. So again, very interesting. How about some book sales? Again, book sales went up a little bit. Amazon, for some reason, isn't recording the reviews. Do me a favor, folks. This really bugs me. This really bugs me. If you're a fan of One Rental at a Time, I need your help. My second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, is probably the best thing I've written. It was written for a purpose. It was written for you. Can you do me a favor? If you've already bought it, write a review. We have been stuck at 56 views for 17 weeks. Earlier, 6 or 7 of you said, hey, I wrote a review. I don't see it. Do me a favor. This week, write a review. Send me a note, DM me on IG or, leave a comment below. And I'm going to ping Amazon and say, what the heck? What the heck? Of course, One Rental at a Time is still rocking and rolling. I appreciate you. Again, You have the opportunity, link below, to buy it on Amazon, or better yet, if you like to listen to your books, you can get the Audible version and have the one and only Dion narrate the books for you. And I think if you do it the first time, you get a free book. So what a better way to do it? Click the link below, get a free book, have Dion reading it to you. So enjoy that. Now for where I had a horrible, horrible, horrible week. Again, 54-year spreadsheet cut in half. Again, what is that? It's metrics all the way back to the 1970s. It's how I use to figure out what's going on in the economy. The Zuber letter, again, folks, I don't know if you know this, go to zuberletter.com, zuberletter.com. What? zuberletter.com. Register. You can get the weekly newsletter. This week, we talked about 8% mortgage rates and why that might be a key to starting the healing process. We also talked about why 8% mortgage rates is a great thing for people looking to buy or invest if you're willing to do the work. Go ahead and get that there. We did get 4 free courses this week. We got one $99 course. Somebody got the replay, the 10-week replay. I can't believe we gave that away. I did a 10-week course. Actually, it ended up being 11 weeks because, hey, I like to over-deliver. 10-week course with 40 plus one rental at a time fans that paid $1,000. They paid $1,000. I now give away all the recordings to the folks that really can't afford that. I understand. That's why I did it. I will never, hear me, never do a 10-week class again. But I wanted to do it once because I know there's a lot of folks out there that need help and handholding. So we did it. We recorded it. If you want that 10, now 11-week journey, $99. You get all the replay. It's over 20 hours of content. We also have the stock course, the buy box, the legends of real estate. There's so many $50 courses out there. Plus the Vegas event. The Vegas event was amazing. What really hurt this week, this hurt. We sold 0 of my main course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. Folks, the environment we are going into, real estate transactions are slowing. If you want to get a deal, you want a slower market. Our time is coming. But I hope you hear this. You have to do the work. You have to understand average. You have to be comfortable writing disrespectful offers. You need to be in a group. Folks, one of the things I mentioned very early in this is you got to get around others doing it. One of the things that I had no idea when we started this years ago, was the One Rental at a Time community. Nearly 2,000 strong is perhaps the best thing I have ever created. There are nearly 2,000 people networking, helping, supporting, asking questions, getting referrals, just moving forward. You want to be in this community. Now, the community itself costs $0. 0. I do have a requirement that you buy the course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, at $3.99. I want everybody speaking the same language. I want everybody speaking the same vocabulary. The other thing I am willing to do this week is if you buy the course, because we sold 0, is I will give you the recording of the Vegas event, which is worth $200. You want to see this event, $200. So you spend $3.99, you get the Vegas event for $200, and you get access to a community of people doing the work. So again, sign up, link below. And then finally, folks, we'll close it out with ORAT swag. We sold 0. Yes, we are going to drop the 50 subscriber t-shirt. It will not be available anymore on May 1st. We have not sold very many, which is sad. A lot of you told me you wanted to show support and be a part of the 50,000. Only a few of you have picked it up. So clearly was my mistake selecting that t-shirt for the month. But hey, you live and learn, you move on. I did get a couple of selfies. Yes, some folks took some pictures at Think With Media and actually WealthCon. Again, tag me on Instagram, send me some notes, send me some love. I'd love to share and support. And then finally, folks, we made $13 on Amazon. So that was the week. Again, when you look at those numbers, when you look at the sales, the course, all of that, pretty horrible week. But again, I think it was a wonderful week for me personally. I got some validation of some areas of weakness. I got introduced to this wonderful human being, Pat Flynn. Again, link below. You can get the Audible version of either super fans or One Rental at a Time or 15 Conversations with Millionaires. Link in the description. Appreciate you, Dion, for being the narrator. All right, folks, take care. Later.